Hello, everyone. My name is Elisa. This is Jaime, Jean-Marc, and Liam, and we are pretty excited to present our project to you today. Our project is about research for brain disease. So let's dive into the world of a researcher. Okay, so to find a cure for brain disease, you need to do a lot of experimental testing. And in order to design a good experimental approach, you need to do a lot of research. So scientists need to screen thousands of publications, of data, of methods in order to design the experiments. Let me give you an example. Imagine I am a doctor, a researcher in traumatic brain injury. My patients could be football players, rugby players that had strong impacts in their heads, and long term, they will suffer from impaired cognition, which means memory loss, deficit in attention, difficulties in learning, etc. The first step, I want to test if my treatment is working on improving the cognition. I will go to a library, a scientific library, very, very famous one called PubMed, and I will type my keywords. Let's see. And I will get more than 4,700 results to screen, which is, which represents hours and hours of work, and it's very tedious and time-consuming. The other option could be to ask ChatGPT, and I will get a very nice answer, but without references. And a statement without references in science does not worth anything. If I ask references to ChatGPT, I will see that it gets its data from sources like Wikipedia or other non-trustworthy sources. So now, imagine if you could have a tool that fetches relevant sources from PubMed and generates a text that is concise, short, and accurate to answer your question. And this tool exists. We created it. It's called MethodMine. MethodMine is bringing 3 big improvements to the field. The first one is time. We save time by using AI. The second one is money, because we don't try a new AI model. We use the latest and most advanced ones. And the third one is trust, which is the most important in the scientific community, because we give scientific papers to the AI as a context to generate the response. I will now leave the floor to Jean-Marc and Liam to explain you how MethodMine works.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. MethodMine is just a new AI. It's a revolution. MethodMine is a process that uses 3 different AI, but a specialized database that we call a vector database. And a vector is a set of numbers that represent the feature, the target, the feature, the properties of any document we would store in that database. It's exactly like an AI does, like the GPT's one is doing, except that in our case, we will store those vectors in a highly specialized database, which is in fact 2 months old. It's brand new. So you are living a new experience. And to those vectors, we attach the metadata, the reference, the link, everything which is needed by the AI to produce an accurate response with references like the scientist wants to have. And instead of an AI, it will return that information, because an AI just remember numbers, nothing else, just the vectors. In our case, we have that database with all the vectors plus the metadata, the reference, the links, and so on. And when we give an answer, it's a real answer. We won't look back to the internet to try to give reference of what we've said. We have the real reference. So it's amazing. And one last thing, for the sake of the demo, the training and so on, we've been obliged to do the presentation online on a cloud server. It's useless because MethodMine doesn't require such amount of CPU. We don't train AI. That's the aim. We store data in a database, and it took 300 times less than teaching an AI. So it consumes less power, and it's better for the world, and it's better for our research. So I let Liam to explain you in deep how it works. Thank you.
Thank you, Jean-Marc. So I will cover the backend, the data flow of MethodMine. First, of course, we need a researcher to have a question. Once they enter it, we screen the question with a fancy word called a firewall, computer term. That basically checks that the question is relevant to this topic. After this, we do a thing called query enhancing. We basically are populating this database with vectors, and those are vectors of scientific papers. So we need a question, which is 2 lines of text, to be as similar as possible to the scientific paper. So we enhance that query to make it very similar to it. Then we embed it. That's basically creating a vector out of that text. And then we do a thing called the similarity search. So vectors live in vector spaces, and they are located in a space. And this enhanced query is looking for the most similar ones, which are the scientific papers. It retrieves quite a few of them. Now we are doing 30. We could adjust this number, but this is like an initial, like fishing with a very big net. You just get a lot of things, not all of them, of course, there's not 4,000. And from there, now we're here. And from there, we fetch again from PubMed the original abstracts, the text again, and we pass them to another AI. And this AI does a fine grain, a fine tuning search, where it re-ranks them. And it from this initial 30 that we got, we will only get, well, whatever the user asks for, in this case, 9, 10. And those are the ones that we pass on to the LLM, the ChatGPT style text generator AI. So it has some context. So it's like a few processes before it gets the actual context. And then we get an output, we get an answer, which is AI generated. It can have mistakes. But that's the good thing that we do. We also provide you the original papers, so you can fact check and you can do some further research. Now I will leave Jaime with the demo.
Thank you, Liam. So let's say you saw our presentation and you obviously found it super interesting and you want to try it out. You can go to methodmine.eu or use this QR code here with your phone or whatever. And it'll take you to this homepage where if you scroll down, you can see in this little text area, you can insert your request, your question. So to keep it simple, does anyone want to try proposing a specific brain disease? Here are some example questions, but you can give us not you guys from our batch, please. Someone. If someone wants to propose a specific brain disease, guys, no. Someone, fine. Alzheimer's. Okay, so we'll leave it to Elisa to make a question.
Okay, so let's say how to measure cognition, it means memory loss, in Alzheimer's patients.
I think that this tool is made for like actual researchers who know what they're doing. So yeah, Elisa is in this area, so she's quite pro here. So you click submit, and here you can see the exact moment where it is at. It's processing, and right now it's fetching the OI information, like really technical stuff. You can wait, it's retrieving abstracts. Take a sip of water. go touch some grass, and yeah, if it's me, just take a little nap. Complain about how long it's taking. Well, it's a minute and 20 seconds, more or less. Yeah, now it's re-ranking. It's going down there, re-ranking. Yeah, just lie down, scroll
Still
through
better.
TikTok or whatever.
Still better than 4,000 papers.
Also, the Wi-Fi here is pretty bad, so that.
That's why it's better to run it on you.
Yeah, it usually doesn't take that long. Okay, we're in the last part, generating answer. Oh, and we got it. Pretty good? Yeah. So, let's say you read it, you found it interesting, and you particularly like I don't know, the second one, biomarkers. I don't know what it says, but let's say you found it interesting and you want to read more about it. Here you see this little 5. That means it's the abstract number 5. If you scroll down here, you get all the abstracts. And if you go to the 5th one, you can click the hyperlink and it'll take you straight to the website of PubMed, where you can check if what it says is true and read more about it. Here you'll get the text and everything.
So to wrap it all up, MethodMine is accelerating research by helping you with the design of your experiments. And in a world where the knowledge is limitless, but the time is not, a tool like MethodMine is groundbreaking. Thank you for your attention, and thank you to the team for this beautiful journey together.